Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to have a look at part 3 or the last part of chapter 7, which talks about pins from the book My System by Aron Nimzowitsch. In this video we're going to have a look at 3 different examples. The first part is to deal with unpinning by peaceful means. So in the previous chapter we have had a look at the threats of ignoring pins and also the dangers of unpinning. Now in this we are trying to unpin with peaceful means. So this is this example here: e4, e5, knight e3, knight c6, knight c3, and after these moves we have the first pin which is bishop g5. It pins the knight to the queen. Now here black is trying to unpin by peaceful means. The first way of doing is, as we know in the previous examples, this knight will come to d5 and put more pressure on this knight. So to avoid that, first what black does is simply take that knight off, the potential defender, and then white gets a double pawn. After that, queen e7 is played. The whole idea is to bring the knight to d8. So after rook e1, knight to d8, and after here, as we know, white always attacks the center when there is a pin, and here knight e6 attacking the pinning piece. The bishop can go to h4. However, it's wiser for bishop to come to c1 and try to redirect to a3 that way. And as you can see, by peaceful means, black was able to unpin this whole situation by simply getting rid of a potential attacker and unpin this by peaceful means. Now this is an example which the author brings up. When you're having pinning situations, you also should have, or you should be able to develop this habit of maneuvering and holding on to options, because it's not all about unpinning immediately. You also should be able to play positional games and holding on to options. So we are going to have a look at it from a white's perspective, how whites hold on to this position. So e4, we'll start off this position, e4, e5, and it was white who gives the first pin, bishop g5, and obviously after bishop d6, bishop b5, so there are 2 pins now. h6 is played to unpin, and obviously now bishop to h4, and bishop b4. This is the main pin which we're going to have a look at, and black's pin. So d4 is played by white. After bishop d7, bishop g3, knight takes e4. As we know, this pawn was not safe because the pin. And after bishop takes e6, bishop takes c6, now d takes e6, d takes e5, and here we have bishop takes e5. This is where after the queens are traded, we have f6 played. And this is where the tricky part is, because this bishop has to hold on to this diagonal because there are 2 pieces attacking the knight. So bishop d4 is played, and after king f7 we have knight d2 trying to get rid of, try to unpin and also put pressure on this knight. And after rook e8, as we can see, white has marginally held on to this position. Even though it's uncomfortable, white has maneuvered and held on to his options well, and this is still an evil position to play. In this final example, we are going to have a look at the concept of corridor and effective use of defenders to unpin this. As we see, black is pinned, black's rook is pinned, and there are 2 attackers attacking the bishop. How can black unpin this? They can play rook b1 first, and also we want to discuss about this concept of corridor. The corridor is the distance between these 2 pieces here. So this is where the corridor is. You can bring another defender here and try to unpin. That is one way of doing it. Unfortunately, black does not have that luxury. So what they can do is, after the king moves, they can simply give another check, rook b2, and after the king moves here, you can simply unpin by playing bishop d4. And now the rook is safe, and this is still a drawish position. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and it's bye for now.